I mean, when you're talking about hip hop, some of the legends. Let's not act like you know there's just only a few. I mean, everybody has their top five. Um, I have my top five, but I'm gonna tell you right now, my top five is always revolving. You're always gonna get in a revolving. It's always revolving. It's no one permanent. I might have one or two artists that might be permanent there. I could say been for the last 20 years or so, been permanent. Um, I'm always gonna have Tupac Shakur in there. I'm gonna always have somebody like Biggie and Big Pun in there. So that leaves me with, well, more so Big Pun. I'm always a Big Pun fan, more so than a Biggie fan. But I like Biggie. I'm always gonna have maybe Nas in there, and then everybody else after that is rotating. It could be Jadakiss one week. It could be Mace. A lot of people hate on Mace, but I like Mace, especially Murder Mace, because he was vicious. Um, Buster, KRS One, Big Daddy Kane. So there's a host of other artists that I can throw in my top five off the top. Like I say, it's always revolving. And I think you see music now. I think people get so stuck, especially old heads, these so-called hip hop purists. Um, especially them. They get caught up in the boom bap. They want the '90s, the state of '90s, the golden era. That's all they talk about, the golden era. Look, I'm from all that. I mean, hip hop in the '80s, I'm gonna say from '87 up through the '90s, was some of the best music um, that you known to man, in my opinion. Uh, Hip hop right now is the most dominant genre, in my opinion. It makes the most money. You got a lot of people eating off of hip hop. They say they love the culture. Some people call them culture vultures. And that's in the digital world and the audio. So the music, it's all about the music for me. I don't care about what you do outside of the music. It's what you putting down, in the studio, what you serving up to the world. You're judged on your music. All them other antics, we can see how that can go left. You can have a kid that's just come out of nowhere, and then he gets a battery put in his back, and then he starts trolling, and then it goes left on him, and then now he's boxed in, and he do what he do to get out of a situation. So I don't care about your gangster. I don't care about how gangster you are. I don't care how real you are. All this type. All I care about is your content that you're putting on, what you're putting out there for the world to see, and so we can get a listen to that and peep that, and we can judge for ourselves based on the quality of music that you're putting out. Everything extra is all, you know, it's nothing. It's just all air to me. You know what I mean? Because who is really rapping about, they're telling gangster tales and all that, but who's really doing that? Now you got the gangsters who want to be rappers, and they talking about killing their ops and talking about their ops, smoking on Tuka, smoking on this. I mean, just real disrespectful content that they get away with it. So I don't diss the dead people. I don't see how you can be dissing people who has passed away, especially got murdered, or anybody who's dead. They're not here to defend themselves. Yeah, you want to talk about I'm smoking on this pack, I'm smoking on that pack. To me, I just think it's silly. And I think you need to be careful when you do things like that, because guess what? These people have relatives. These people have friends that's going to ride and die for them, their honor. Okay? So, like, perfect example, Tupac. You're not going to just come out your face and say something discouraging about Tupac Shakur and not have any ramifications come to you, either by criticism or by someone just coming out and say, "Hey, man, you need to check yourself." So you're going to get checked, and so you need to be very careful, man, because when you least suspect it, somebody pull up on you, and then you have to deal with that situation when it comes up, comes to the head. So you want to avoid all that, and the way to avoid all that, just don't speak bad about the dead. You know what I'm saying? So if you have a problem with someone or whatever, I know hip hop they say it's competitive and this, that, and the other. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But some of these people don't even know each other. Now they get on IG, they hear a guy, and it's all hate. You get on IG, you hear a song, then you try to hate on the song, call it trash or whatever. In your mind, it could be trash. Do you need to go on IG and tell the world that somebody's album is trash? That man or that person is trying to make a living, and you get out there and you being a artist of significance, and then you go out there and just trash the person's body of work. I don't think that's I don't think that's good. I don't think it's a class move at all. Some things you just have to, let sleeping dogs lie, and don't bark up those trees, and don't bring that negative energy towards you. So, hip hop has changed. It's not the hip hop that um, I remember, but everything, like I said, everything, is progress. Everything moves on. Everything sonically, everything changes. Musically, everything changes. So the wave is right now. I guess you want to diss your ops, and you want to say you're smoking on a pack of this person, this, that, and the other. I think it's crazy. I think it's irresponsible, and I think you just do it at your own risk. So, like I said earlier, when that situation um, comes around, and you're faced with trying to explain that what you meant by saying this, then you're a grown man or a grown woman. You just gonna have to deal with it. Look, I'm just you don't have to put somebody else down to get you hot. Your music should get you hot. Your music will speak for itself. Don't put the next man down. Call his music garbage. This, that. Even if you felt that way, do you have to really just go out there on live and just say that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, do we have any type of etiquette anymore? Obviously not. So hit me up in the comments section and let me know how you think. All right. Take care. Enjoy your weekend.